Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. It's time.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Wrestling with Toxicity. I am your host, Super Beard Vince Hoover, joined as always by Super Bro, aka the Booker, Jason Hoover, and we are here for the Road to Halloween Havoc, the 2-week event on NXT. Tonight is the penultimate show before, and we will be watching it live with you right here on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, and now on TikTok Live. So if you are on Twitch, hit that if you're on Twitch, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you're feeling ever so generous, just $5 a month, or stick it to the billionaires, use your Amazon Prime subscription and make Jeffrey Bezos pay for it. What is so loud all of a sudden?
Not me.
If you're on YouTube, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so every time we go live. If you're on Facebook, share it with your friends, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're on TikTok Live, please follow, share it with your friends. It's gonna be a good time. So here we are, ready for NXT.
Bada bing, bada boom, realest guys in the room. How you doing?
Check your microphone. I think it's picking up your camera again and not your microphone.
Really?
Yeah. And also, you are ahead of me by quite a bit. LA Knight just came out on my screen on the highlight reel.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your microphone's. It sounds like it's on the camera again.
I'm really not liking this.
You might want to double check your connection or your. Well, no, you're on Bluetooth. So I don't know why.
You're gonna get your match. You're gonna get it if you win next week's triple threat. Dijak.
I'm gonna mute up till I can figure this out, folks.
Yeah, we are doing the Bada Boom, Bada Bing Battle Royal tonight. A triple threat number 1 contenders match tonight. Lyra Valkyria versus Tegan Knox tonight. Gonna be pretty crazy. Last week was a huge episode. And now, as we're seeing all the highlights of that.
Tonight, bring that ruthless aggression against Braun.
The winner will face Dijak and Baron Corbin in a triple threat match.
So we've got Carmelo Hayes versus Dijak versus Baron Corbin in a triple threat number 1 contenders match. That's pretty interesting.
Win or lose, there's only one badass in all of WWE.
Oh yeah, we also had The Undertaker at NXT last week.
You're gonna be a very special talent. It's just, it ain't today.
Braun Breaker just made famous by The Undertaker.
The following is the Bada Bing, Bada Boom Tag Team Battle Royal.
So my pick is the Creed brothers for this match. I mean, I'm not 100% sure how they're going to go with it, because there's a way to do it without having to have the Creed brothers. Like, you want to extend the Creed brothers' story of getting back to the title.
Tonight, because next week they could face this team at Halloween Havoc for the NXT Tag Team titles.
So we'll see how that goes. Brawling Brutes are in there, which is interesting.
Final 2 teams meet next immediately following this battle royal.
As well as
And right off rip. Oh, wait a minute. David Kemp's been eliminated.
He said he wasn't ready.
It doesn't matter ready. I heard the bell. The match is official, which means now Drew Gulak has to get sent to the back.
Damien Kemp and Drew Gulak are already out.
Whoa, referee, get out of the way. Tank going over the top rope. He's still in it.
Hank and Tank.
From SmackDown. OTM is in there. Former NXT Tag Team Champions. What do you mean, what?
Oh, Hank and Tank are out. That sucks. Brandon, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. We are just NXT is just getting started with the Bada Boom Bada Bing Battle Royal. I'm pretty sure the main event will be the triple threat match. I wasn't sure how they're going to do this. They're going to do triple threat first, Battle Royal last, or they're going to start with the Battle Royal. I think the Battle Royal is a good way to start, though. One of the things that I used to joke when I worked on the indies that I was the Battle Royal king, because I worked so many Battle Royals. Because at the end of the day, you end up putting so many guys on a card, and you don't have room for them, so you just do a Battle Royal, and that way everybody gets to work. And but most of the time the Battle Royal was at the end of the night, and it was mainly because it was kind of a last minute thing, anyways. But obviously, in a well-oiled machine like the WWE, they're going to do it the way they want to do it, and I think booking it first is a good idea. There goes Jensen and Briggs are out. Bye, Gallus. Now, what I like about this Battle Royal is that it is, yes, if your partner's eliminated, you're eliminated. But when it gets down to the final two teams, it becomes a regular tag match. So that is pretty damn cool.
Rich Holland right now putting on the brakes. Say it again, Booker. 2 for 1 and no blade.
Oh. Rich Holland looking good. Maybe they do Ridge Holland and Butch to give a little more main roster cred to the tag titles. Not that they'll win it, but I mean just to have them in the match. Maybe, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do. Super Bro will be back in a moment. He's getting all his stuff, his technical issues figured out. So, ooh, Gallus hanging on. That was smart. Wolfgang slid under so he could help him. Oh, Gallus is out. Yeah, with Gallus not being in the final, I have a feeling it might be the Brawling Brutes and Creed brothers. OTM is still in there. Chase U is still in there. They did make a kind of big deal about the Chase U spot last week. What do you think of the Carnival Combat in November? Monica, hey, how's it going? I'll be honest, I have not even heard of that. I will look it up right now. Brawling Brutes and OTM seem to be out. Well, there, my theory went out the window. Brawling Brutes are not going to be a part of it. Carnival.
Team titles. So looking up, sorry, just from our vantage point, the referees have their hands full right now with everything going on the outside.
Well, just looking up the Carnival Combat, the main event is a Who's Your Daddy match where the loser gets adopted by the winner. I'm in. Goofy Wrestling for life. I'm in. Oh my God, the Creed brothers were eliminated. So now I do think it's going to be Chase U. Angel and Umberto got eliminated but wasn't seen. Yeah, I might have to go check that out. That's crazy.
But the ancient God says Aurelio just pulled. I'm talking about the ultimate fast foot pick.
I'll have to reach out to him and see if maybe we can cover it.
JC Jane, Thea Hale, Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, Garza Carrillo. I just can't believe right now they shouldn't be in this match. Garza and Carrillo were eliminated.
Guess what, Vic? Guess what? They are in this match. You know what? What do you got against Carrillo? Hey, Garza, what do you got against him?
I have the fact that they were eliminated right here in front of us.
Vic, listen, by any means necessary. That's what this business was built on. Champions.
Booker T needs to stop running his mouth.
Keep your blood pressure down, Booker. You know, I want to talk about
He's just not good at commentary.
the first match was a battle royal.
I think what it is, he's not good at being a heel commentator. Like, he tries too hard to be a heel commentator. It doesn't work. JC Jane and Thea Hale.
As the world keeps changing.
I'm going to mute the commercials just so we don't get in any trouble. I do like the Thea Hale and JC Jane are on the outside. It's interesting to see how JC Jane plays that, if she's going to stay as a heel and screw over Thea Hale or screw over Chase U or whatever, or if she's going to eventually turn face. She seems to be kind of like in that tweener area right now. So it's interesting to see how that goes. She's corrupting Thea Hale, but at the same time, they're still not heels. No worries. Super Bro is going to have to do a full restart of his computer, so he'll be back in a bit. But again, no worries. We got NXT going on. It's commercial right now. Picture in picture, of course, but still commercial. So we've got that going. Technology sucks. I'm dealing with it myself. My phone right now is all jacked up because it keeps telling me that my SIM card isn't there, even though it's in there. So tomorrow I got to go down and get a new SIM card. So fun times there. Always a good time. Technology's the best, isn't it? Gotta love technology. But yeah. Once again, saying my SIM card isn't there, even though it's in there. So yeah, I gotta go down tomorrow and get a new SIM card. Super Bro's dealing with computer issues. He also had issues with his phone earlier, but luckily a restart fixed his. Try restarting mine again. Just fun times, right? Excuse me. Jerry Lawler was the best heel commentator ever. Him and Jim Ross were the best duo ever. I thought that Jerry was great, but I still think Bobby the Brain Heenan was the best heel commentator ever. It just I don't think anybody did it better than Bobby the Brain. Like Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan as a pair was phenomenal. Just I think Jerry Lawler is a close second to Bobby the Brain, but I think Bobby the Brain Heenan was the absolute best when it comes to heel commentators. Some other like heel commentators that were good. That it's hard to do. It's hard to be a heel commentator because most times you have to like take logic out of the equation, and it makes it hard to like to listen to somebody like that. Yeah, see, Bobby the Brain made you hate him, but he also always made sense, even when he wasn't making sense.
For the NXT Tag Team titles
like when you be like, he's like, you saw him get eliminated, you saw him tap out or whatever. It's like, yeah, but you know what? No, you didn't. Like, and that's Bobby. And I think right now, I think Wade Barrett is a very good, for the time, is a very good heel commentator because he rides that line. Like if a heel goes too far, he will say so. He doesn't go over the top with the ridiculousness like a Corey Graves or a Booker T. And I love Corey. I think Corey's a great dude, but I just, as a heel commentator, not a huge fan. He has adjusted recently, which I appreciate, but and also, I've brought it up multiple times before, but I'm gonna bring it up again. I have no idea how this dude wrestles in a dress shirt, dress pants, and a sweater. That's insane to me. I have worked matches outside in the cold, like in the winter, where it was like 30 degrees outside, wearing nothing but like biker shorts and my boots and knee pads. And within 5 minutes of the match, I'm burning up hot. So how this dude just went through a battle royal and then has a whole tag match. And he does it all the time. This guy's had like 30-minute matches. Once again, NXT is packed. But can Andre Chase turn things around in this moment? Reaching back out. Hudson's there. Hudson's there.
You don't want to let Big Duke get in the ring because that could be the momentum changer. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
There goes Duke Hudson.
Big overhead belly-to-belly toss. Chase U student section unglued.
He's the MVP.
I am worried it's going to be Angel and Umberto that win, just because they did so much damage to Andrew Chase. So Duke's getting the hot tag. Always been a fan of that spot.
Hudson back up. I believe Carrillo is the superstar that is legal in this matchup. Uh-oh.
I mean, dude, that's his French right
Into the cover.
He's
to
in
the dance to Hollow.
Garza breaking up the count.
Obviously, it'll be like some kind of underhanded win from Angel and Umberto, but I feel like the way the match is played out, that
Andre Chase tagging back in. Andre Chase.
I was just going to say, Big Duke can't do it all by himself. Chase needs to get back in there and do it quick.
Chase, high cross, body connects. The professor into the cover. And another near fall. Wow.
I don't know. That was a pretty quick tag right there. I don't know if Andre Chase, got enough wins, sucked it up enough to get back in the ring and
big
finish the thing off. I don't know, Jay.
Almost had it, did Andre Chase. I do want to bring up, though, in this moment, Thea Hale, Andre Chase. It's nice to see those rough waters have calmed ever so slightly. And Garza now and Hudson. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Devastating DDT back in the ring. Chase is distracted. Shoulders down. Another near fall. Chase continuing to fight. Championship dreams are alive. Correa up, over into another cover. Shoulders down. Look at the strength. Powerbomb.
wow. What a power bomb. That was incredible. Watch again. Oof.
Bounce off the canvas, but somehow is able to get that left shoulder Bada bing, bada boom. Tag team battle royal. There's Brutus.
Oh, I didn't think about this. The Creed brothers.
Truly, what do you mean?
Oh, wait a minute.
Like this.
Oh.
Begin with. Chase into the cover. Finally, the official season, and yes,
Oh.
Chase University headed to Halloween Havoc.
So it was Chase U. All right. Fantastic.
Get the rally towels out. It's official. Chase U, the family, for the NXT Tag Team Championship, part of night 1 of Halloween Havoc. It
Right
all
on.
starts
I like it.
next week
I like it a lot.
live here on USA.
Now that things seem to be back to normal around here, GG Dolan. If you thought that your fleeting victory was the end of our bitter rivalry, then you are sorely mistaken, my dear. Due to an incompetent referee, you escaped like a thief in the night with the biggest win of your career. But Gigi, after everything we've been through, do you really think that makes me weak? Or even more dangerous than I was before? I don't want to erase your victory. I want to derail your career. But I understand if you want to take the cheap victory and run. But if you want to prove that you're as tenacious and resilient as you claim, surprise me. Face me at Halloween Havoc.
Sure, we'll get some kind of stipulation match with that, but that'll be cool.
Is making his way to the ring off the biggest night of his career. We will hear from the former NXT champion next live on NXT.
Going to commercial. As we go to commercial, I gotta run and do something real quick. I will be right back. I'll be back well before the commercial is over. Don't go anywhere. I'm back. To lose hair somewhere. That's gonna bother me. Oh, Chase U won. That's good. Happy about that. Halloween Havoc is NXT WCW. So obviously WWE owns all the rights to the WCW stuff. And so they've wanted to bring back. Got it all fixed?
Yes, it was a pain in the butt, but yes, I have it all fixed. So what are we talking about?
Well, Chase U won the Battle Royal.
Yeah, I've been watching the entire time. I didn't know there was some other conversation or something going on.
Well, Adam,
So
Adam over on Facebook brought up Halloween Havoc is NXT WCW. Like, well, first off, if you want to compare anybody to WCW, you got to compare AEW right now to WCW's final days because they keep doing shit that's ridiculous. But I digress. The reason we're getting stuff like Halloween Havoc, Great American Bash, etc., is because WWE owns those names, and NXT is a great place to use those titles without it interfering with the main roster, which, you know, obviously Vince McMahon for decades has been like, no, I put WCW out of business. We're not going to use their stuff. But we're also getting War Games. War Games is going to become a staple of Survivor Series. They're kind of merging Survivor. Yeah, I am too. They're kind of like merging Survivor Series and War Games into. They're merging the two concepts into one.
yeah.
And I think it's great because Survivor Series desperately needed something. Like, it was really hard. Like the everything didn't work.
I mean, I remember back in the days where it used to be like, a bunch of 4-on-4 matches, and guys throughout the year would be picking people, going, "Hey, works for me," or "I'll work for you," type stuff. That was okay. It's just you're absolutely correct. It has gotten boring.
Tell me how much they loved him.
Every day was a fun day with Brian. He was my best friend in the business.
And you know what I'd do? I'd look him right in the eyes and lie straight through my teeth and say, yeah,
Regal?
I loved him too.
Can you hear me?
Well,
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm listening to the promo.
I don't know what love is. Hell, I never knew that man. He spent more nights in a damn hotel room than he did in my home. You expect me to love him? I am in no one's shadow. This Halloween, there's no escaping the havoc. Halloween Havoc is the start of my career, not the continuation of someone else's. I'm gonna take the first steps down my own path. I'm gonna make my name bigger than his name ever was. And that name is Lexus King.
Very, very nice. I like that a lot. I love that that we all know he's Brian Pillman Jr., but that he's trying to forge his own path and these promos are super like these vignettes have been super personal, and obviously he would have to approve it. I'm sure he's very much deep into creative of it, but they are super personal. But I love them, and I'm looking forward to Lexus King. I kind of wish he'd have went with Brian King. Not a fan of the name Lexus for anybody.
Hey.
No, Lexus. The car company.
No.
I know it's spelled with an I. But Alexis, great name.
Yeah.
Lexus, not a good name. Not a fan. Anybody name that? I mean, that's just how I feel. But.
Nothing against the people that are named that. It's just the name itself.
But that means also we're getting, Lexus King at Halloween Havoc. So I'm excited for that. He's somebody that I think was very underutilized in AEW. He is a tremendous talent, and I think they pushed too hard on his whole who his dad was, and they went like old school Brian Pillman and pushed that. Carmelo Hayes out there now.
Not to mention I stood right there on that aisleway, shoulder to shoulder with the Phenom, the Dead Man, a Hall of Famer, the Undertaker. Man, this life is crazy, y'all. I feel like I'm living in the video game on universe mode. Let's talk about it for real. Mellow, listen. I'm standing back there, and I'm listening to you just be a little fanboy. And I'm not about to do that for the next 10 minutes. Listen, I thought you were different than all these people out here and back there, but I was wrong. You know where fans should be? In the stands, Not in this ring. I mean, I walked by HBK's office and I saw you was sitting with John Cena for over an hour. An hour. Then you asked for a picture and an autograph. Then you did the same thing with Cody, and then we get it. You did the pose with Taker. We've been seeing it on your Instagram every single day. You probably got it framed on your wall, but listen, I'm going to give you some advice. Maybe you should concentrate more on being a superstar than a fan, and you might still have your championship.
Now, granted, he was interrupted by Dijak, but if I was Carmelo, what I would have said was, yes, I lost my championship, but at least I had a world championship, unlike you.
Should be focusing on what I'm going to do, and that's beat both of you, and then take the NXT Championship from Ilya Dragunov after I beat him. You see, Mello, believe it or not, Corbin's right. All that showboating you do, all that pandering you do, it's not going to make a damn bit of difference when you're standing across the ring from me, looking into my eyes.
Nobody's looking in your eyes. You're wearing sunglasses inside.
What did you say to me? That's real cute, Corbin. That's real cute.
I like this Corbin. I really do.
Yeah.
I see you standing in the back, crying and complaining because people don't shake your hand, because people don't respect you and your experience. You want people to be afraid of you. I got news for you, boys. You've never put my name on a jersey, and I'm not afraid of anybody, especially not you.
Listen, what are you yelling about? I mean, literally, if you're not afraid of me, it's for one of two reasons. One, you don't know me. The other is you're just plain stupid.
Is that so?
Hey, now I think about it, it might be a mix of both. And Dijak, man, you right, bro. You ain't never been on a jersey, but I can have one custom made for your big ass any day of the week, man. You want to beat me so bad, I'll put you on a jersey.
I'm the man who dropped Ilya Dragunov, and I'm the man who's going to drop you, and I'm going to drop you, and there's not a damn thing that either of you are going to be.
Gentlemen, listen. Maybe I wouldn't use that word for you, Dijak, after what you did last week, right? Instead of talking, you three should be concentrating on the fierce battle that awaits you. I will be watching who emerges as the next challenger to my.
Now, wait a minute. I just got a notification on TikTok that I have unstable internet connection, and it will be, your video will be adjusted. It's plugged in, and I've got 500 gig of internet.
But before Cody Rhodes left his duties as a general manager, he made one last decision. So tonight's main event will not be a triple threat match. Tonight's main event will be a fatal four-way match. And the last competitor is this man.
Whoa. 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 What?
Oh my.
Look at Carmelo's face.
Hey, yo, cut the music, cut the music, cut the music, cut the music, cut the music. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. It is what it is. This match has just become a fatal four-way match. Now, this match became a fatal four-way match. Fellas, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about how you just stabbed your best friend in the back. Let's talk about that.
Hold on there, 12. Let's talk about how you keep sticking that crooked-ass finger in everybody's business.
Let's talk about them ugly-ass pants.
Baron Corbin, come on, man. I like you. But everybody knows you the last one in this building to call anything ugly. But I ain't come out here to talk about ugly. I came out here to talk about this match tonight, man. It's my moment. If I win this match, I will be y'all's NXT champion. And Melo, I know you good. Yo, Melo, I know you good with this, man. I mean, this doesn't change nothing at all, bro.
It changes everything. Look at your boy. He's shook. Huh? You stabbed him in the back. Last week you were being a fan, taking your pictures with Cena, Cody, Taker. And this man went into business for himself.
Oh.
He got himself put in a match that he doesn't even belong in. But Melo, listen, man, let me tell you the worst part of it all. He did it all behind your back, and he never even told you about it.
Hey, you know what? Nah. I'm not going to let either one of you throw me off my game because I know who I am and I know who
Are we
he
seeing
is.
a Carmelo return to heel?
And I know exactly what
Probably.
it takes to win that NXT championship, and I'm willing to put anyone down to end up back on top.
What about him?
It does give some balance though, because you now have 2 heels, 2 faces. You're also still teasing the thing they've been kind of teasing.
The triple threat has now turned into a 4-way. The stakes have been raised in our main event here live tonight.
So this is the second time that Trick Williams has gotten himself into a match like this.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense. Like, if you're the general manager, take the kayfabe, put it back in kayfabe.
All right.
He is the hottest guy. He's hotter than Melo.
He really is.
The crowd is so just like hot for him. So he, you would want that. And he was just NXT North American champion. He was screwed out of his title, but he is a former champion, so it makes sense.
Huntley's better. Oh yeah, Fallon. I beat you. You see, this is what I mean, Tiffany. You are the perfect example of what these girls shouldn't become. You're self-absorbed, egotistical. So what you're saying is they shouldn't strive to be somebody who's a main eventer, who's a champion? Oh, I get it. They should strive to be somebody like you. Someone who spends her time at a horse farm with dirt underneath her fingernails. Gross. It's giving poor. Toodles.
Jalen and Tua. These two got history.
Okay. Not sure what that segment was about, but all right. We are getting the women's breakout tournament match next after the commercial break, so that'll be good. We'll see how Parker and I can't even say her name. It's a Russian name, and I cannot pronounce it. They're showing a 5 Nights at Freddy's trailer. I cannot wait for that.
Cannot wait.
I feel bad because I'm gonna watch it at home. I'm not gonna go see it in the theater because it's going on Peacock the same day it's going in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, ugh. I mean, I'll put it this way: if it's really, really good, like I'm hoping it is, I will buy a ticket, even if I don't actually go to the theater to watch it again, just to help their box office numbers. But also, if it's a disappointment, like, sometimes it happens, then I'm not out anything because I've already got Peacock. So I watch it on Peacock. If it's good, I mean, I have the unlimited pass. All I have to do is pay 54 cents if I buy it online, and it counts as a full price ticket. So it costs me 54 cents, and they get a full price ticket to their thing, and I don't have to show up. So,
not bad.
I mean, hell, I could
Not
spend
bad at all.
$550 and buy 5 days worth of tickets if it's really
Mhm.
good, just to help them out. It's still less than half the cost of one ticket, and they get the price of 5 full tickets for their box office numbers. I do love my Regal Unlimited pass. It is a lifesaver. And what I appreciate about it is the fact that the way they set it up, unlike the way AMC set up their first one, I think they've since changed it with their new program. But when AMC set it up, that money, they were basically costing movies money because it wasn't a full price ticket. They were basically going with, it was like less than half price was going to the theater. So it was like, it took like 2.5 people buying with their pass to get to one ticket. So it was hurting box office numbers.
Right.
The way Regal has it set up, the way your monthly subscription fee is broken down is that Regal pays for a full ticket. Did y'all see the new TMNT? It's on Peacock. I keep forgetting to watch it. I'm like, I want to put something on. What am I going to watch? And then I don't even, for some reason, it doesn't click. For some reason, Peacock does not have it towards the front of their page, which is stupid. I've heard good things about it. I just keep forgetting about it when I go to watch something.
Same.
I do need to watch it.
You should do a watch along.
Maybe. Oh, what day is October 27th? Is that a Friday?
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, it's a Friday.
Tuesday's the 31st.
Okay, so I do want to do the SmackDown watch along.
Okay.
But maybe on Saturday we can do a Five Nights at Freddy's watch along on TikTok.
Might be cool.
Monica said it was good, but a totally different approach. Yeah, and that's why I want to see it, is because I've heard that it's a different approach, but it doesn't like butcher any of like what we know. Carmen Petrovic.
Is this like Chicken the Katana? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the one I was thinking of.
Right.
Then I realized the one I was thinking of has already competed. She competed against Kaylani.
Okay.
Is my 23 years of combat experience. People may not have known.
Kill Bill
At least some
vibes.
But once I win that contract, it'll be hard for you to forget.
Bold statement.
I like this one, Vic.
You like them all, Booker.
That last name's gonna change.
Parker ready to put her name in the record books.
Two things you need to know about your next breakout star, Jada Parker. My agility is so slick and glides. My athleticism is so smooth. It slides. And them three little wannabes that want to get in my way of that contract better come at me correctly. And tonight, Carmen, it starts with you.
So before you even say anything, I think you just picked Carmen to win this matchup, and now you're going to pick Parker. This is why you say I pick them all. You can never be wrong when you select all 8.
Parker, you can tell she got some dirt on her, man. She don't mind.
I honestly don't know. I don't have a choice for this one.
That was a right hand, and as we get farther into this matchup, first I got to bring up what we just witnessed. Why does Tiffany Stratton always need to make herself?
Admittedly, I will say that when it comes to promos, what? Oh God, I lost her name already. No, the other one is a better promo.
Oh, Protkovich or whatever.
Yeah.
Needs a new last name.
That was a little rough, but it's okay.
Think about the stars. I mean, just think about Chance Carter. Think about Pretty Deadly. Think about
I'm gonna give these first few minutes nerves.
Oh yeah.
Winner, of course, gets a championship contract. We've seen it work out for Roxanne Perez. We've seen it work out for Carmelo Hayes. Of course, Hayes in our main event to determine the #1 contender for the NXT title on night 2 of Halloween Havoc. But the triple threat match has now turned into a 4-way matchup.
Petrovic, everything about Petrovic, having that background, that life experience. She's a fighter. More than that, she's a survivor, Vic.
She's going to have to fight through this match because right now Parker has been
There's something about Parker that reminds me of Sasha Banks.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was literally just about to say it. But is she Alexis? No, she's not Alexis.
Hanging out with the girls, learning those tricks of the trade, and just, being one of those.
Oh, nice. Like the heel kick to the back of the head. I'm assuming Parker has some kind of like arm submission as a finisher because she has worked over her arm a ton. Ooh. God. Damn. Oh, that was innovative. I like that.
Take a seat.
I think the other reason I think Parker's not going to win this is because she has been in control most of the time. And one of the things they try to do with these breakout is to make everybody look good. So you go the typical route of the person who's going to lose the match gets a lot of offense in. Oh, nice leg sweep.
Petrovic's got skills. I mean, she's got innovative moves. Parker's got some innovative moves too. But if I'm going to be honest, I'd rather see Petrovic than Parker. He's changed the last name.
And the momentum booker has certainly swung in this matchup. Boom! Right to the back. Slicing through. And now look at this innovative offense. Submission locked in. Parker taps.
All right. Okay. Oh, and her mom's in the crowd. That's nice.
Nice.
You're going to have to find a way to make that submission a little bit more lock-in. Because it's at this moment too easy to get out of. But it's an interesting...
I have told you so many times that I believe in you and I see big things for you. So I wanted to be here for you tonight because last night you were there for me against Piper and Chelsea.
Thanks, that means a lot coming from the board.
Let's go.
It's quite the surprise. Tegan Knox have the boat Natalia here.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied by Natalia, Tegan Knox.
Knox is going one-on-one with Lyra Valkyria. This showdown is next, live here on NXT.
Should be a good match.
Yep.
I don't know if those two have ever wrestled each other before. But should be a good one.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think what other matches we might have tonight.
No, I got the 4-way.
Yeah. If there are no other matches, they're going to have a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
Unless there's just something that hasn't been announced yet, like on socials.
We'll see. So something I want to talk about real fast is the whole Jade and Charlotte face to face that happened on SmackDown, to me that feels like, and I don't know if we've talked about this yet or not, but for me, it's Jade comes in and she goes, as she has called herself, Charlotte is the measuring stick for the women's division. Okay, Jade comes in and just squashes her. You know,
I don't think that'll ever happen to Charlotte.
don't know.
I don't think it'll ever happen because there's been plenty of times when it should have happened and it hasn't. The other side of that is I don't think she's going to SmackDown. After what happened on Raw with Becky Lynch,
Mm-hmm.
and then what Adam Pearce said to her, it feels like she's going to Raw. Which that means you've got her and Nia Jax, her and Shayna Baszler, her and Rhea Ripley, her and Becky Lynch. That's a pretty good lineup.
Her and Shayna Baszler.
I said that one.
You did? Okay.
That was after Nia Jax. My only fear is Nia Jax. Like, to me, she still looks pretty rough in the ring, and Jade is still.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be real. Jade's only had less than 6. She's had less than 60 matches her entire career.
Yeah. I mean, you can watch every single one of her matches on AEW.
Yeah, so it's just like that scares me. I'm still in the camp of putting her in NXT. Like, have her beat Becky for the NXT title. Right. Becky can take a squash.
Yeah, yeah.
My camera froze. Son of a bitch. Oh, there it goes.
Nope. There it goes.
Yay. Yeah, Becky can take a squash.
And Becky would be willing to take the squash, too.
Exactly. And so, and it's not going to hurt Becky.
Not at all.
It wouldn't hurt Charlotte either. But Charlotte, I just don't think will do it. I think whoever she beats,
yeah,
it's got to be a squash. And I think that it's got to be somebody. It can't be Rhea. Not that it would hurt Rhea, but it would right now. But Becky, it's not going to hurt. She could come out, challenge her at Survivor Series for the NXT title, not have a match before then. Just promos.
Mm-hmm.
First match, Survivor Series, NXT title on the line, squashes Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, you give her a 3-month run up to the Royal Rumble in NXT. Have her come out at the Royal Rumble. You can have her win the Royal Rumble. Because again, huge star. You've made her a mega star immediately. Which they're already doing by how much like all these like showing her and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But like she can then relinquish the title because she's now on the main roster. Even though Becky has shown you can defend it on the main roster, so she could keep it if they wanted to.
Yeah.
You could even have her keep the NXT championship, have her have matches in NXT, have her have defenses in all pay-per-views. At WrestleMania, she goes up against somebody, wins a women's title, and is then holding both titles. Then she could easily lose the NXT title the next month, or have her double compete. Night 1, NXT title, she loses it. First loss in WWE at WrestleMania, that's fine. But then the next night, she wins the women's title over whoever she goes against.
Yeah. My thing is, yes, Jade has already been pushed to the moon. She's been shown that she is a superstar, stuff like that. But Alexis King, I'm gonna get used to say. I gotta get used to saying that. He's not Brian Pillman Jr. in WWE. He is actually what I want to see what they're gonna do with, because yeah, the promos are good and stuff like that, but he's not getting the same hype. He's not getting the same hype that Cody got. He's not getting the same hype that Jade got.
I can explain that. That's easy to explain. And that's why they're doing these vignettes. Because AEW didn't hype him. Cody is Cody. Cody started a whole new company. Without Cody Rhodes, there is no AEW.
Right.
Period. The Young Bucks don't even think about starting their own company. Kenny Omega doesn't even think about starting his own company. None of them get to Tony Khan. That's all because of Cody. Cody did all this. And Jade was kind of handpicked by Cody, trained with QT Marshall at the Nightmare Factory, but handpicked and made a star, and then she went undefeated until the very end. So she was made this mega star in AEW. Brian Pillman Jr. never had any of that. The man barely showed up on TV. He was mostly on Dark and Dark Evolution. So even people who watch AEW may not know who he is. And the fact that they're repackaging him, he's not Brian Pillman Jr., so you can't use the hype, even if he had hype in AEW. If they were going to repackage him, you can't use that hype now. Can't. They are doing the best of it because while they acknowledge he was Brian Pillman Jr. in name only, like they barely reference his father, they have done nothing but reference his father in these vignettes and show you who he is. But now explain the name change, explain why he's doing this new gimmick. Like they have done such a good job of setting him up for success. And the key is that he's got to go out in NXT, he's got to dominate. And then, like, because again, he's barely been on TV. So he's fresh too. He's not got years and years in the business either. He's fresh. So because AEW let him down with his presentation there, he's basically starting from square one in NXT. Okay. And he's got to prove himself, be ready. I don't see him, if they do it right and they make him dominant and they make him, good. And obviously his promo skills are already leaps and bounds above what they were at AEW.
Yeah.
Granted, those are script, you have time for retakes and stuff like that, but we'll see how he is live. But you have the package built, you have the ability to get him ready to make a name for himself in NXT, to then get moved up to the main roster and be a huge impact there. Like, if done correctly, within a couple months' time, we're going to be like, man, how great would it be to see Lexis King versus Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
Or something like that. If they do it right with his matches and his presentation in the ring, he'll be right where he needs to be. But you're not going to get the same love that Jade Cargill's going to get because you weren't made a star over there. You're not a big acquisition. Nobody knew your contract was over. Nobody knew you got, it was barely a blip on the dirt sheets that he had been signed. He's been signed for almost 2 months. And that falls squarely on AEW's presentation of him.
Right. So basically what you're saying is he was nothing over to AEW. So WWE is going to take their time and actually push him to make him something here in WWE.
Yeah.
Whereas if, say, MJF signs with WWE, which I think he's already signed with AEW, I'm not positive or with that, but if MJF were to sign to WWE, he would be getting the Jade Cargill treatment. Right?
Yeah, exactly. If he had won even the tag team championships, it might be a different story. But they were never really contenders. They had one title match?
Maybe.
Yeah. They just were never contenders. And nobody in the world believed they were going to win. And I think they basically got squashed.
Yeah.
The only thing to come out of that group has been Julia Hart. and that was because she went to the House of Black.
Yep. And let's not get started on how much they're being House of Black's being wasted.
Yeah. Well, I mean that also happens when you have too many people on your roster.
Mhm.
WWE had that problem for years.
Oh, so I had another dream. House of Black, like House of Black, basically, they have a match in AEW, and right before they're gonna win or something like that, the three guys just do that cross-legged sit in the middle of the ring with Julie behind Malachi in the back. Lights go out, come back. There's no one in the ring except for their opponents. No one hears anything or sees anything from anyone for like a week or so. And then all of a sudden, lights go out on Raw. They come back, and all three of the guys were sitting in the middle of the ring with Julie in the back.
That would require coordination between WWE and AEW. That would never happen because Tony Khan just lost his fucking mind. Unless, like, House of Black could kind of finagle it. Like, hey, this is how we want to go out. And they do it, not telling them that we're going to use this in... Like, if that's how they do it, then maybe.
But wouldn't that be amazing to see, though?
It would be great. Problem is even if House of Black left, they're all on, I think, different contracts. And I think Malachi re-signed last year. But I don't know. Like, I feel like it's time for them to step up and do something with them, or they need to be let go and go somewhere where they can be utilized. And, like, I've thought about, does WWE need trios titles? But I think with the Freebird rule, you don't.
No.
Just make... Oh, whoa! What a move by Tegan Knox. A crossbody into a fall-away slam cover. That was cool.
Impressive.
Well done, Tegan Knox. That was crazy.
Like, both of these girls got a lot of talent. I'm sorry we're not talking about the match very much, but we just had some stuff we wanted to talk about. By the way, folks, if you're on Twitch, don't forget, I'm going to be posting the Discord link and the merch link. Check out our merch. Like the hat, you can get yourself one. Also, join us on Discord, and when we do Geeky Kitchen on Wednesdays, you can get the recipe and join along. Speaking of which, what are we cooking this week?
We're doing French onion soup and patty melts.
Nice. Very nice.
It'd be very good. Oh.
Who's looking to fly? Connects, covered. Oh, so close. Got that move from her idol, the Hall of Famer.
Tegan just looks super impressive in this match.
And honestly, this is what she needed after those 2 minute squat matches.
Well, she had a good match with Becky.
Yeah. But then again, Becky's one of those wrestlers that we've talked about that could make a broom look good in a match.
Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, what are they there?
Natalia.
Well, I think you're going to get Natalia and Tegan Knox versus them soon.
Natalia, the one-on-one match last night, she talked about it earlier. Tegan Knox coming to her aid. Knox now back into the ring, rolling through, shoulders down. And again, Valkyrie able to kick out.
It's just my phone.
Roundhouse kick. Falling into the cover. And Valkyria.
Yeah, I figured once they came out that Tegan was losing, but it'll set up Natalia and Tegan Knox versus Chelsea and Piper.
Yep.
Plus, Valkyrie's going into a title match next week with Becky. You really can't have her losing.
Oh no, that's what this match was for.
No, it wasn't a contenders match.
I thought it
Valkyria's
was.
already she was already contender. She won that triple threat.
I thought this match is. I thought
No,
it
this was
Tegan-
this was for Tegan to get back in line.
Oh, okay.
And my NXT Championship match to Halloween Havoc. Not Tegan, not Indy, nobody. Every drop of sweat. every
Oh
decision
wait,
I've
do
ever
we have
made,
Indy
bad or
versus
good,
Becky tonight?
It's all been leading to this match against you, Becky.
Or was that last night?
And when you
I didn't
came
get to watch Raw. I
home
just
That-
watched
from
highlights.
school, you saw something in me, and it lit a fire under me that took me all the way here. But all these years, I was working towards becoming the first Irish-born NXT Women's Champion. And you took that opportunity away from me. But if there's one thing I've learned from you, it's that if someone closes the door in your face, you kick down
Your turn?
another one. I might not have been able to beat you to the NXT Women's Championship. But at Halloween Havoc, I sure as hell am gonna be the one to beat you for it.
Lyra, congratulations on the win, man. You've been gaining momentum for months. But I've been watching you for years. And I remember before you got to NXT, our late friend Dean, he would send me videos of you and he said, watch out for this one. She's going to be a star. And he was right. When I first came down to NXT, you were number one on my list of people I wanted to share the ring with. And not because it would be history making to see two Irish girls going head to head in the main event in a WWE ring. No, because you are good. Because you are really, really good. But I'm better. And I respect you, Lyra, I do. But when you come for this title, you come for the reason that I leave my house every week. The reason that I leave my child so that she can be proud of what I do. You come after my purpose. And so then I have to fight like my whole life depends on it, because it really does. And so, Lyra, you can say that I am your hero. You can say that this is a dream match. But when you step in the ring with me, you're going to have to despise me. You're going to have to put that same chip on your shoulder that got you here. Because that's the only way that you're going to stand a chance. Welcome to the big time.
I don't know if there's anybody better on the microphone in the women's division than Becky Lynch.
You have to really think about it, and I don't think there honestly is.
Bailey's very good. Rhea's really good, but
You blindsided me, bro, man. We talked about it last week. We said you gonna get your NXT North American Championship back, and I'm gonna get my NXT Championship back. What happened?
No, you said that. We never agreed on that, man.
What we speaking French now? Come on.
Look, I talked to Cena last week.
Yeah.
He gave you advice, but he gave me advice too.
Okay.
He said time is important.
Yes.
And I beat Dirty Tom for the championship. And Gold felt good. I want more of it. But you should know how that feels, because I'm at the same place you were last year. But you're right, man. I apologize. I should have came to you first. I should have told you.
Thank you.
But you have to understand, I was nervous to tell you.
Man, nervous about what, bro? You know I'm your biggest fan, man. I've been with you every step of the way. Hey, you could have told me. We could have came up with a game plan. Man, you and me against the world like old times, man. But now we gotta go against each other. And you know me better than anybody, Trick. I gotta do what I gotta do, man.
Same energy, dog. Hey, no matter what happens, we still Trick Mellow gang. Yeah, we always gonna be. Yeah.
one of them is going to steal the pin or cost the pin for the other. I have a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Mello's winning this because we'd never, just because it's not a, you know, he's got to get his rematch with Dragunov, and it's okay to lose it at Halloween Havoc because it's a special event, but not a PLE.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, Dijak could sneak in and steal a pin just so, because it makes sense for, like, he's the this is gonna sound really bad, but he's the easiest one to set up to lose for Dragunov at Halloween Havoc.
Yeah. And it'd still be a good match, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this, the Marvels coming out.
Me too.
Like, this looks so good. And Loki has just been phenomenal. We're only 2 episodes in. Oh my god, it's so good.
I have not watched the second episode yet. I was going to today, but we got stuck on watching The Voice.
Oh, it's so good. Such a good show. And they're also kind of like, what I like about it too is that they're kind of like, a lot of people have been curious, like, was the multiverse going to continue on after Secret Wars? Was it going to be how are you going to deal with the fact you now have an infinite number of every character, kind of blah, blah, blah. By episode 2, they're already kind of answering that. And I don't want to say any more than that, but they are answering
it, or are they at least just discussing it?
Oh, no, they're answering it.
Okay.
They are answering it. And also, the latest rumor is that apparently there's been some rewrites to Deadpool 3 before they get back to filming. Apparently, they were going to address the issues with Marvel 838 and the aftermath of Multiverse of Madness there. But apparently, that's all been pulled out now. Honestly, I'm glad that doesn't need to be addressed in that film. You can address that with lines. You don't have to show anything. You can address that with dialogue in Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars.
Right.
The culmination of the multiversal saga. But I like what Loki is doing because, like I said, it's answering this. Well, how do you go beyond having infinite versions of everybody? Blah blah blah. And they're very quickly correcting that, and the fact that we have, I'm pretty sure this is only a 6-episode series. I think.
I'm waiting for the next season of What If.
Yeah, What If should be fun too.
Like, I like the art style, the kind of semi-rotoscoped thing.
Yeah, 6 episodes.
Okay, speaking of all this geeky talk and nerd talk and stuff like that, what are you, Kel, talking about on Thursday?
Well, we're going to wrap up some of the Reddit stories that we've been doing, and we're also going to do a kind of try not to laugh.
Really? Nice.
Yeah, I haven't really figured out the stakes for the try not to laugh. Also, I haven't found the right video just yet. There's plenty of compilations out there I can find.
Oh, yeah.
I want to make sure there's some scare stuff in there, too, because I think those are hilarious as well.
Perfectly cut screams. Those are amazing. So, here's something I want to ask you and get your honest opinion upon. And if anybody in chat wants to chime in on this, please feel free to go ahead and chime in. Do you think WWE should keep doing the draft yearly?
I think the draft shouldn't be done anymore.
Spooky season. I don't think Shotzi and Scarlett would mind if
because
I did this.
It doesn't really matter anymore. Yes, we got Kevin Owens traded to SmackDown, but the draft it's not really been a big deal, and I think maybe give it a couple years and start, like, you have to rebuild the fact that brands are brands.
Right. So splitting up the tag team belt.
Blair Davenport, Next
First and
week,
foremost.
it's lights out, bitch.
So Blair Davenport versus Gigi Dolan in a lights out match next week.
Gigi said it's about to get spooky up in this
Nice.
mug. Oh, yeah.
On his night one of the 2-week TV special Halloween Havoc right here on USA.
I don't know. There's not much set up for night 2 yet. Night 2 has the NXT World Title. Other than that, everything's on night 1 right now, and it's a big night 1.
Last month at the hands of Braun Breaker. It was almost, we don't even have the right words to actually describe what we witnessed. If
Ooh,
you're squeamish,
Wagner
please
update.
turn away because this heinous act really turned the life around for Von Wagner in that moment. And Von Wagner continues his comeback.
I know where that's at.
I can't do it. Yes, you can. Come on, man. Let's go, Ron. You can do it. There you go. There you go. I can't even pull the band.
It's okay, Vaughn. It's gonna take time, man.
Look, Vaughn, you just gotta focus, man. Like, I know you could do it. You just gotta focus, Vaughn.
Me? Stone, you risked your safety at no mercy. Breaker, he could have hurt you way more than he did me.
You're right. And I did that because of the position that he put you in. Man, I hate seeing you like this. I started it, but I know when you are 100% healthy and 100% ready, you are gonna finish it.
Hand me the damn band.
Let's go. Come on, Vaughn.
Like, I know that head injuries can cause a lot of issues.
Well,
I
we
don't
also
understand.
we don't also know what other trauma with his past stuff as a kid and stuff like that.
Yes, still, I don't know. I know it's for drama. I get that. But like, it shouldn't affect his strength. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Maybe the walking. Maybe the walking.
No, I can agree with the walking more than I can with the arm thing.
So it looks like we're going to get maybe Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James. Or are we getting her versus Shotzi?
I don't know.
Yep, Shotzi.
Wasted no time tonight. Shotzi from SmackDown. She wants to get this thing, as you would say, what would you say, get the party started?
Get the party crunk, man. Normally I would say mind your own business, but I must say I appreciated Shotzi last week for stepping in and taking care of that little piece of business.
Oh, when you talk about a party, what a party it's going to be, because Shotzi is the host of Halloween Havoc. Are you ready to party?
I actually think I prefer this outfit on Shotzi more than her other one.
I won't be going to the party with you.
With me, that's what I'm saying. You're going to the party.
Forget about it.
As we get into this matchup, talking more about Shotzi, she did the right thing. She stepped up to Kiana James. James coming out of the gate, not wasting any time in her own right.
Yeah, Kiana James, she's a boss, man. Ever since that little experiment with Fallon Henley, she's been off track a little bit. But right now, tonight, she can rectify that little situation.
Well, that slap just woke up Shotzi. Shotzi never one to turn away.
I don't expect this match to go long.
No.
And for Shotzi, she has such a strong disdain for superstars like Kiana James that think they're better than everyone.
You know why? Because Shotzi came up the hard way, man. She cut her teeth out there, and look at her now. She's one of the best in this. Whoa, beautiful. Oh, my God. What was that?
I don't know, but the hair on the back of my neck just stood up. And Shotzi from behind, rolling. Oh, near fall. James able to get up, right back, swing and a miss. And Shotzi has been in control of this matchup. And will Kiana James start to finally realize that maybe...
I want to see that DDT she did last time again, so I can analyze it a little bit better.
I think that scream.
They actually showed the highlight.
Kiana James off just a little bit.
I wish she would have done that last week on commentary to you.
Oh,
innovative offense from Shotzi. Inflicting damage, inflicting pain.
Spider?
Shotzi, of course,
Yeah.
will be back here next week. She loves this season.
Not really a spider, but
well, she grabs the ankles, it becomes a spider.
Yeah.
Right now, and Kiana James.
Oh, nasty landing for Shotzi. Can she bounce back in this match against Kiana James?
No one embarrasses me.
Oh, excuse me. That was rude. I apologize.
All good.
I'm Courtney Miller or something from Smosh. Yeah, I think with everything going on with NXT, and I'm sure this match will be fine, I don't care. Like, I understand why this match is happening, but I don't care. NXT does a really good job of building superstars. They do a phenomenal job of pushing the right people.
Yeah.
However, there are times when they kind of are shoving somebody down your throat. And I feel like they're doing that with Kiana James. Not Shotzi.
Oh.
Like, Shotzi's there because she's going to host Halloween Havoc. Cool.
Yeah.
Shotzi interfered and stopped Kiana James from beating down Roxanne Perez. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that maybe Kiana James wins here and Roxanne Perez comes out and stops an after-match beatdown and sets up a match at Halloween Havoc, maybe night 2. Like I said, night 1 is already stacked. Fine. It gives me Roxanne Perez on Halloween Havoc. But Kiana James, to me, just isn't ready for this level just yet.
No.
I don't know. Just something about her. And it's not like, oh, you don't like her because she's a heel. You're not supposed to like her. No, it's not that. It's just she's not quite got it. Rocky, man, you're not late. You're always right on time. Appreciate you popping in.
Greatly appreciate you showing up. No, even when she was doing the tag team thing with that other country chick, that stuff, it just
Fallon,
wasn't clicking.
It felt forced. And they were getting full vignettes and all these different backstage segments and stuff, and it felt forced.
Yeah.
And now, unfortunately, Fallon has fallen basically to the wayside. I mean, they may be setting up something with her and Tiffany Stratton, which will be good, but...
Oh, yeah.
Also, I hate how they're having main roster people on NXT. NXT means next generation. Well, Rocky, I have to disagree with you there. I actually love that they're bringing main roster people to NXT because it's one thing to be a big fish in a small pond, so to say. Yes, it is the next generation, but those next generation need to cut their way with main roster people. It's like, that's why there's a lot of guys who play college football and they're standout stars, but then they go to the NFL and they're complete bust. Because the NFL is the elite of the elite in football. But college, like, those guys have grown. For every rookie who comes out of college and shows himself as a future Hall of Famer, there are 1,000 college busts. And so I love that you get main roster people on NXT. Now, I'm not a huge fan of them becoming champions, although I think Becky is elevating the NXT Women's Championship big time. Dom being North American champion sucks. I don't like that. But I like them coming down and giving their veteran expertise to the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
Bada James has been one step ahead, Vic, throughout this context.
I still can't get over the lights out match that we're gonna have
And
next
with
week
like people like Natty and Shotzi here or something like that, I can see the Natty coming in and like starting to do the coach thing and then the advisor thing backstage and stuff like that, helping out people.
Well, I think
You know.
with in Natty's case, it was just to be there for Tegan.
Mhm.
And that's setting up, and they did a nice thing. And like I like how they are using main roster people to help bridge the gap between the three shows.
Mhm.
And yes, this is developmental, but we haven't had NXT at the level of a main roster show since the Black and Gold days.
Agreed.
Since your Adam Cole's, Johnny Gargano's, etc. They're getting them back there now. They're really starting to showcase NXT again. They're talking about NXT on the main roster. We're seeing NXT titles defended on the main roster. So it's giving more credence to NXT as a brand, as well as allowing that veteran expertise to be taught in NXT beyond just your trainers. Because you can train all you want, but getting in a ring with somebody at a live event like this, who has a veteran mentality, who's a veteran, helps so much more than anything that you can ever garner from a lecture.
She's a rich woman, Vic. She's got a lot of money.
You're completely entitled to your opinion, and your opinion isn't wrong, Rocky, at all. I respect your opinion as well. I'm just telling you my opinion and why I'm okay with it. There are some issues with it. Like I said, like Dom being NXT champion, NXT North American champion, I'm not a huge fan of. Especially when Solo won the North American championship and then had to relinquish it because he was on the main roster.
Yeah.
Referee's got his hands full. Oh! Behind the official's back.
Oh, a little Eddie Guerrero move.
I want to rip that back. And James right into the post. Talk about a difference maker. That is Roxanne Perez here on the outside. Shotzi to the top. Shotzi looking for that senton with a little extra. And the host of Halloween Havoc picks up the dub.
Here is your winner, Shotzi.
Typically you'd be saying stay out of the business, but Roxanne Perez has made Kiana James her business here tonight.
I didn't see anything.
Also, do you think Cross can come into a Gacy rivalry now? That I would love to see. And that's the thing. It absolutely can happen. While allowing main roster to kind of bleed down into the NXT and cross over, you can get Cross to come back to NXT, get back to who he was in NXT, and do it against a guy like Gacy to start. And I know that I think Cross just did an interview with Chris Van Fleet, and I believe because Chris asked him about what's his thoughts on maybe him showing back up in NXT. And I'm trying to remember what he said, but basically he was all for it. So.
Where's Noam? Hey, your eyeballs are not working or what? He's not here. Go away. Tell Noam. I'm looking for him.
Is that your friend?
Don't even worry about it, okay? Just take care of Jakara.
Guys, I'm sorry. We have to cut this. There's something going on backstage.
Ooh, Trick got attacked by somebody. Are we getting the Carmelo split?
So, what's next, Chucky?
You're under arrest for murder in the first degree.
Murder is a very bad.
Hmm.
That's the other thing that's great about NXT is that these veterans who maybe aren't necessarily, I think Becky and Dom aside, but obviously both of them are flourishing on the main roster. People like Corbin moving down to NXT, but becoming a permanent member of NXT was good for him.
Yeah.
Shotzi hasn't gotten much love on the main roster, although she had that feud with Bailey, which kind of went nowhere. It gives people like if you have Cross go back down there, Cross isn't doing anything. Like
Scarlett and Shotzi are hosting Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't shock me if Cross does something. With
we're on ad break on Twitch.
Oh,
it just started.
I hate that.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
I know. Like Corbin, honestly, with Corbin, it's helped him out a lot. Repackaging, rebranding, getting him back to his roots and stuff like that. Shotzi's making a splash right now because she's getting ready to host Halloween Havoc. Is Tegan Knox technically a main roster star? Technically,
yeah,
but
she's not going to stay on NXT. Like this was just
no.
This I think this is the last you'll see of her for a while on NXT.
Yeah.
Now she'll start a program with Natalya versus Chelsea and Piper for the titles.
Mm-hmm. Who else we got? Dominic. Something's got to happen with that.
Yeah, he needs to lose that title
and lose.
I hope WWE doesn't tease us with King like they did with Veer. Dude, Lexi King. No, he's showing up at a Halloween Havoc.
Yeah,
they announced that earlier today. His latest
vignette.
His latest vignette. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And King versus Cross would be interesting as well. But it does feel like King is going to be a full-on heel. Disney has a new animated movie coming out? What?
Yes.
I'll be honest. The entire company's theme song is When You Wish Upon a Star. And it's taken them this long to do a movie about Wish. Like, not including, like, Aladdin doesn't count. Like, this is literally about a fallen star. And
Hey, Rocky, what are your opinions on what brand Jade should be on?
Are you going to stream Crown Jewel? I think so. If nothing else, we'll at least do it on TikTok Live.
Yeah.
Because on TikTok Live, I can actually show the actual event. So.
WWE medical staff that Trick Williams is being transported to a local hospital to undergo further evaluation and has been ruled out of tonight's main event. The main event will revert back to the original triple threat featuring Carmelo Hayes, Baron Corbin, and Dijak. No one knows who attacked Trick Williams or why that person attacked Trick Williams. Whomever it was didn't want to see Trick challenge Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship at Halloween Havoc. I'll send it to you, Mackenzie.
Thanks, Kelly. I'm standing by trying to get a word with Dominic Mysterio. Dominic, over the last few weeks, you've had a few run-ins with Nathan Fraser, and the last night on
Fraser, I don't even know who that kid was until he stepped up to me last night. And honestly, I'm done wasting my time on him.
Hey, Dom. Hey, no referees around.
I'm all for Nathan Frazier beating Dom for the title. I'm all for it. I love Nathan Frazier.
Yeah.
Booker, this is pure chaos happening right now. These two are brawling on Raw. It's carried over to tonight.
A lot of jealousy, man. It's a lot of jealousy. A lot of people don't like Dom.
This all started last week, and Frazier taking it right to the North American champion. Well, wait.
The Trick Williams was put in the match today and then subsequently pulled from the match. That's a little weird.
We need more security. I mean, Trick Williams has been attacked. These two are taking it to each other.
But Dom ain't running. That's a real champion pick.
He might have think about running. Dominic Mysterio right now on the back foot. There's no mommy. There's no Judgment Day. Nathan Frazier taking it to the North American champion.
Dom's out.
Dom might think twice before talking down to Frazier again.
Oh, he's still wearing the belt. It's going to hurt, Nathan.
Saved by mommy.
Okay.
Of course.
Wow, good thing for mommy.
Mysterio's day is coming, and Nathan Frazier is going to make sure of it.
I mean, Judgment Day does have all the gold again. They did win back to tag titles last night.
Yeah, they did.
Last year against Damage Control.
Yes, they are dominant.
This one's sure of herself. She's ballsy, and I like it.
Thanks. I mean, it's not that hard when you're dealing with Kiana James. And I don't even understand her obsession with me. I mean, I get it. We crossed the same paths, but she doesn't realize is she's been standing in her own way, and that's not my fault.
I hear you, girl. Hey, speaking of Kiana.
Look, I know you're the host of Halloween Havoc, but I don't want to play Kiana's games anymore. You mind if I spin this and shut her up?
Of course, please. Spin the wheel.
We are getting Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James.
Good.
Devil's Playroom match.
You know, I've already shown the world just how far I'm willing to go. This Devil's Playground is going to be Kiana's hell.
That's new.
What I'm talking about, Roxanne.
Oh. Halloween Havoc.
The following is a first round match.
Oh, another breakout match.
Introducing first, Ariana Grace.
It's always devastating to see someone get injured. My heart goes out to Jakara Jackson. It truly does. I understand the pain of being sidelined with an injury. I too was sidelined with an injury far worse than Jakara. And look at me, I came back better than ever. So hopefully she does too. Although it pains me deeply to have to say this. I gracefully accept my bye into the semifinals of this tournament.
And her opponent, Brindley Reese.
Well, there is no buy-in for Reese. She knows she could have a golden ticket just handed to her.
Tonight is my opportunity to show the world why I, Brindley Reese, should have been in this tournament to begin with. I was watching the tournament last week wishing I was competing, and now I am. But I'm ready for this moment, because when you stay active and Bryn active, there's no preparing to get ready. You stay ready. And this breakout tournament is about to get big with Bryn.
Well, as you know, Booker, of course, in this tournament, there were a number of alternates that were set aside. Reese, one of them. Did she make the most of this opportunity?
She reminds me of oh god, what's her name? I can't remember her name.
Soruka.
Yeah, Soruka.
Trust me, man. She's a ride or die chick.
Grace? wants Reese to kiss the hand. I don't think that's what's going to happen in this match.
That's what beauty queens do, man.
I got to go back to Roxanne Perez for a moment because Halloween Havoc, as I was getting ready to say, is bringing out the evil in everyone.
No, Roxanne Perez knows, man. Like I said, it's so hard to get there, but it's so much harder.
Now, as she is an alternate, I don't know if she's going to win.
Just like that. So you got to be on point, Vic. You got to stay focused.
We'll
I don't
see.
know.
But I mean, if the other girl was already picked to win this match and got injured,
As Grace was expecting to face Jakara Jackson here in round number 1, as she's going to work right now into the cover off the suplex. And a near fall to punch her ticket to round 2. The only competitor to compete in the breakout tournament twice. As she mentioned, she was injured last year. And I do think it's fair that she gets to come back in. Great decision by Shawn Michaels.
No, let me tell you something. Ariana Grace, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about her, but she's got this pageantry.
Another cover, another hook of the leg, and another near fall.
Pageantry thing going, but she looked like she's got a mean streak, Vic.
And this the final first round matchup in this tournament. Another suplex, another cover, and another kick out.
what? Yeah, and like they mentioned, Ariana Grace was actually in last year's breakout tournament. She got legit injured, but she's had time, more time to train and get ready than others. Because she was supposed to go through this last year and be on the roster. So she should look decent.
You got to take this moment serious because this right here, this tournament is a life-changing moment.
Well, the winner does get a championship contract. Yes. And Reese goes up, goes over, shoulders down. This could be an upset victory in a near.
At the same time, because of that, they could see fit to not, like, she's just ready to be put on the roster, so she doesn't need this.
Yeah.
So they could give it to Reese.
Might be looking for some guidance in this moment.
Yeah,
and able to counter the suplex.
All that can happen for Reese, but first of all, she has to win this tournament, Vic. She has to win this tournament for any of
She's got good facial expressions. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
Cheerleader at Sacramento State University. Another suplex connects.
Again, she's had the time to really work with the coaches and everybody backstage. Not bad.
This could be the moment. This would be, I mean, I got to be honest, this would be an upset.
Now, Grace looked like, she was in perfect control there.
Oh, the official didn't see the right in the rake of the face, put her thumb into her eye, and then turned things around.
I like it.
Oh, I like that finisher. I like that finisher.
Over the back hip toss
into a face plant, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Next week, night 1 on Halloween Havoc, we will find out who will make it.
Jordan versus Vice for the final.
Going down live next Tuesday, night 1.
Yeah, I think so.
But coming up in just a matter of moments, it started as a triple threat.
And again, it's on night 1. That is such a stacked night 1.
Is not cleared. He's on his way to a hospital. Which of these 3 will win? Which of these 3 will face Ilya Dragunov at Halloween Havoc? Who is the number 1 contender? We find out next.
All right, well, while it goes to commercial, I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back.
10-4, good sir. Folks, remember, we do this every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And Wednesdays, we do at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do the Geeky Kitchen. And on Thursdays, we do our flagship show, The Geeks and Noobs, on 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Wherever you are watching this, be it TikTok, be it Twitch, be it YouTube, be it Facebook, follow us along. And you've got anything you would like to say, please, by all means, say it. If you're in the TikTok chat or the YouTube chat or the Facebook chat, please find us on the socials so you can get the link to the Discord and join us. By the way, we've got a lot of merch, a good amount of merch. Check it out. It's all good stuff. We've got our brand new Kelmic cosplay shirt. We got Geeky Kitchen shirt and apron and hat and drink tumbler. We got our updated Let Me Explain shirts. We got a lot of stuff. I'm about getting some more stuff myself. Probably the TGN hoodie. The zip up. I might do the new TGN 3/4. More blue stuff. But yeah, come check us out. If you got any questions, comments, concerns, or ideas, please feel free to type them in the chat. We'll be more than happy to interact with you. We love interacting with you guys. Make this happen. You make it possible. If you're following us on YouTube, please don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're not already, please subscribe to us. If you're on Twitch, please hit the follow button. And if you want, no one's forcing you, go ahead and subscribe to us. Or if you got Amazon Prime, make Jeffrey Bezos pay for it and subscribe to your Amazon Prime. Folks on TikTok, greatly appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us, and stuff like that. Like I said, if you got any questions, comments, or concerns, please, by all means, talk in the chat.
I just don't care, all right? So why don't you run on back to that idiot and see if you could teach him how to put one foot in front of the other?
You just don't care, do you? You just go on living life. Buddies with Heyman, moment with Cena, moment with The Undertaker. Time has stopped for Vaughn. You know something? My kids ask me almost every day if Vaughn's gonna be okay. And I gotta look them in their eye, tell them I don't know. Because I don't know. I can't get that vision out of my head of you taking those steps and slamming him on his head. Oh, you think this is funny? I want to smack that smile off your face. I want you to pay for what you did.
Yeah? Then do something about it.
I will. Me and you at Halloween Havoc, Braun.
I think that is a great idea. Because I'm going to do the same thing to you that I did to your buddy Von Wagner. Call the hospital.
Well, for first time ever, Halloween
What?
spectacular. And next week, will Valkyria be ready for the big time as the NXT Women's Title World Tour comes to the main event for the first time ever. Lynch, Lyra for the NXT Women's Championship. The tangled
I have no idea how that's gonna go.
Well, let's see. It's going to be a hardcore match of some sort because they're going to spin the wheel, and someone is going to help Stone out.
Next week, we determine who's headed to the final
Yeah.
of the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. Social media has been buzzing and the wait is over. Lexis King's in-ring debut happens at Halloween Havoc next Tuesday. The wheel has spoken.
I'm also kind of glad they did address these vignettes with Lexis King because he looks exactly like his father.
Yeah. I mean, that is
There's no way you could have brought him in as just a new superstar And people not be like, even people who didn't know who he was, didn't know him from AEW, they'd be like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
For the NXT title on night 2 of Halloween Havoc.
The following is a number one contenders triple threat match. Introducing first, Baron Corbin. Fans already in the ring. Carmelo Hayes.
They've got 18 minutes. He's still got Dijak to come out, so they're gonna have 15 minutes.
Not bad.
Scarlett will also be here, hosting Halloween Havoc.
Oh, yes.
And their opponent, Dijak.
The NXT Universe, the aforementioned Shotzi and Scarlett, the hosts of Halloween Havoc, they also are sitting back right now and getting ready to witness which of these three will be in the NXT Championship match on night 2 of Halloween Havoc. Halloween night here on USA for the NXT title. When it comes to Dijak, we look into his eyes. Does he have the most to prove tonight?
You know, I don't know if he has the most to prove, Vic, but I can tell you this: he's the guy that's calling everybody out. And when you do that, you got to go out there and you got to back it up.
Bo, how's it going? Welcome back. I love the 80s action bad guy gimmick he is running with now. Yeah, it's a obviously it's a big rip off of Sin City. And I guess he's supposed to be like the Mickey Rourke like character from that. But as a bad guy.
You got to figure it out, son.
Well, for Hayes, he has shown mental toughness in the past. He's the only man to win every singles championship that NXT has to offer. But he's never overcome the odds quite like this.
He's dealing with 2 monsters right now.
My only complaint with the character is the fact that he doesn't get to show off a lot of his skills.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Talk about a stalemate between these two.
God bless America.
Yeah, that backbreaker.
With Cody Rhodes making this a triple threat match last week was very influential in getting Hayes into this match.
Oh, why'd they show it again?
Because it was an awesome move.
I know. My back hurts now.
That's what that was about, man.
Well, for Hayes, he earned his way into this matchup, beating Braun Breaker.
I'm wondering if they decided, instead of having Trick in the main event, when they heard him come out and he was a much louder pop than Mello,
everyone else,
that they decided like, oh, let's pull the trigger on the who did it instead of like Mello having to physically stab him in the back in the match. Maybe Mello attacked him backstage. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
So they decided to go that route instead, because it just feels weird that you would add him in the match and then take him out.
Yeah.
We just saw the strength of Dijak. I mean, just tossing another grown man as a slugfest brewing.
And now you've got 2 big guys in versus Carmelo Hayes.
2 big guys, 2 nasty heels against Carmelo.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing a man can do is ask for an opportunity. All these guys have an opportunity. Preparation is going to be the only luck for either one of them. Who's it going to be? Oh, yes!
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
I hate that Baron won't take a DDT, right?
Corbin just kicking up. Look at Hayes. Hayes with that championship pedigree into another cover.
Oh, yeah.
So close to becoming the #1 contender. Don't go anywhere in our picture break. Into the cover. Oh, who's headed to Halloween Havoc?
I get it. It's hard to make yourself land basically on your face, even though you're not. But
yeah,
the whole on the knee, I don't like the way he takes DDTs at all.
I'm actually thinking back about how other people have taken DDTs before, and like Hunter took it that way, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did. The Rock, I think, takes it that way too. There's just, and I get it. It's hard. Like, it's hard to make yourself land flat on your face. Like, your body's gonna try everything it can to not let you do it. But
it just looks bad.
Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, it's not a jab at Corbin specifically.
Oh, no. It's just a personal opinion.
There's a hair or something in this area.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
I was on TikTok.
What do you mean?
It might be just me, but it looks like it's trying to reload.
It says here it's fine. But I can't like watch it on my phone, unfortunately. Should have pulled my other phone out and put it on, but I didn't.
No, we're good. We're good. It was just me.
Okay. Should be the last commercial break of the show.
Yeah, it should. And do we see Trick show back up?
Maybe. And that might be what they're doing too, is that maybe he'll come out, try to help Mello, end up costing Mello, and we get, like I said, I think Dijak. Because I do believe that Baron versus Dragunov should be a PLE match.
Yes, that is definitely a PLE match.
Ooh. But we'll see. I mean, maybe not.
I mean, this is once again, we are couch booking basically.
Yeah.
How we would like to see it.
Bo makes a point too. I think the show ends with footage of Carmelo, if anything. If not this week, don't forget there's that anonymous person that's been doing stuff. So maybe they'll have the footage and they'll show it like in the next week or two. If they don't show it tonight. Yeah, you don't see that very often. Corbin off the second rope.
That's not his wheelhouse.
Look good though.
Yeah, it did. Don't get me wrong.
We saw Dijak earlier tonight playing on the emotions of Carmelo Hayes, and you've got to wonder where the emotions of Carmelo Hayes are. With after what we witnessed to Trick Williams laid out backstage, Williams was of course supposed to be part of this matchup. A four-way back to a triple threat.
Oh.
And we've seen this from Hayes.
Yes, indeed. I just don't think Carmelo Hayes had
Obviously way too early.
going at him, trying to make history, trying to get a victory, trying to get that championship back around his waist, Vic.
Well, I know how hard it is to block out personal emotion, and for Carmelo Hayes, find some way to do it. But I don't know if he can.
What they had booked was maybe Ali. Yeah, because they had nearly a year worth of booked out for Ali. Like, definitely through WrestleMania, with some stuff after WrestleMania kind of planned. So they had a long plan for Ali.
Carmelo Hayes is getting beat down.
Oh yeah, he's
Michaels
maybe
pissed about that.
And Dijak just set Corbin.
Perfect shot, Vic.
Like, they had long-term story plans for Dana Brooke too before she got released.
And Trick is red hot. Like I said, it was weird that he was added to the match. But I think, like I said, that part of this was like, and then to have him to be added and then removed. But when he came out, his eruption was far louder than Melo's. He is so red hot right now. He's the LA Knight of NXT.
Yeah.
Which is something we didn't really talk about last week. I want to bring up. LA Knight, like during the match, was getting the crowd to say yeah while he was reffing. I thought that was great. I know some people are like, oh, he's pulling the spotlight away from Carmelo and from Dominic and Dragunov. I'm like, no, he's not.
Bo, did you get banned?
People are getting banned from NXT?
I need more information about that.
Is it a ban, or are they trying to just make sure that they get a rotation of the other people get a chance? I'm not saying that they didn't say ban. Like, we know how corporations can be. So there's a good chance you got banned for absolutely no reason. But it could be that it was... Yeah, you're confused. Yeah, it could be that they're just trying to make sure that they rotate. Because if the same people are there, it means that other people don't get to go. So they may have it set up to where you can only go so many times a year before your name is banned for the year or something. Like, okay, this person can no longer come. We got to make room for other people. Who knows? I've been trying to go, but like I can't even figure out how to go. Like I can't even figure out. I've done the email thing and everything. Oh, this week wasn't too busy. It does look packed. I'm sure it's always packed, but it looks like the same kind of like packed it was last week. But like I've been trying to go, although like I don't know how I would do the show if I went, but figure that out. But
I would have to run it by myself.
I don't know how you would do that with all the OBS stuff and whatnot.
No.
I'm just wondering if they're like trying to make sure that they rotate people through so that other people get a chance. I don't know. I'm trying to look at best case scenario, but
Right to the chest, right to the sternum, right there. That's a tough spot, tough blow, Vic.
Talk about a tough spot, man. Whoa, that's a lot of humanity up in the air. Corbin and Dijak.
What are you two doing?
Something's gonna give. Hayes. You gotta be kidding me.
Wow. Right ticket person was fired with 100 people let go. Oh.
These three laying it on the line for an opportunity at the NXT title. You got to imagine what is
interesting.
Dragunov thinking right now.
You can see the changes since TK took over and damn. Yeah.
Gonna make it a whole lot easier. Halloween Havoc.
You see some members of the NXT universe on their feet for this main event. And,
It's just a shame that like I've emailed them multiple times and they never get back to me. That they don't have somebody to get back. Even with I don't even get an auto response.
could be looking to knock out Dijak. Looking for a choke slam in his own right. Dijak. Ooh,
you gotta be kidding me.
Uh-oh, Dijak now looking to feast his eyes on becoming the #1 contender. Another counter by, oh, wait a minute. End the days by Baron.
End the days.
Into the net. He's shot into the cover. Hayes. Yes. Carmelo Hayes, #1 contender. Here is your winner.
Bo, I'd greatly appreciate that. I'd like to go.
The emotional roller coaster of an evening for Carmelo Hayes. I mean, this was the moment I thought Carmelo Hayes was done. This big right hand, bam, right on the butt of the jaw. I thought turned the lights out for Carmelo Hayes. But here, Dijak, bam, gets planted with the end of days, and out of nowhere, the heart of a champion. Carmelo Hayes persevering, pushing through, getting into the ring and punching his ticket to night 2 of Halloween Havoc. Carmelo Hayes overcomes the odds.
Yeah, we still have 4 minutes left, so something's got to happen.
Spectacular begins next Tuesday at Halloween.
Or not. Just make me a liar.
Nice.
In 1 week, your title's mine.
Oh, there's Jade. Maybe Jade comes out after the Becky Lynch match.
Give her some time down in NXT.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. Another good episode. Good build up for Halloween Havoc. I'm super excited to see where it goes. Yeah, so next week should be really interesting.
Yeah.
Again, super excited for Halloween Havoc both nights. Although I don't know what's going on night 2. I only know of one match. I know.
Yeah.
The Roxanne Kiana James match might not be until night 2. She didn't say night 1, so maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, we also had the final. She did the finals for the women's breakout too.
That's night 1.
No, that's
oh no, the semifinals is night 1. That's right. So night 2 will be the finals.
So we'll have the semifinals. Yeah. So.
Bo, not a problem. I appreciate you popping in. Sorry they didn't let you know I was live. Tuesday nights, if you're ever free, we're always live Tuesday nights. Mondays and Fridays are going to be hit or miss depending on that. I was going to go live last night for the season premiere Raw, but I was still under the weather from Sunday, so I didn't. But Tuesday nights is going to be every week unless we put up something there. Also, make sure you join our Discord. Hit up my link tree in my bio, Bo. Join our Discord. If I'm ever not going to go live, we do mention it in Discord when it's happening and when it's not happening. So keep that in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for tonight's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on all our social media platforms. Again, if you're on Twitch, please hit that follow button. If you're feeling generous, please subscribe just $5 a month or use your Amazon Prime subscription. Make Jeffrey Bezos pay for it. Stick it to the billionaires. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live. If you're on Facebook, hit the share button, hit the follow button. And if you're on TikTok, please follow me back or follow me on TikTok so you know when I go live. I know they don't always notify you, but keep an eye on it. We do this every single Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We go live. Tuesday nights is NXT. Wednesday nights is the Geeky Kitchen at 6 p.m. Eastern. Thursday nights is our flagship show, The Geeks and Noobs, where we talk all things geeky, and that's at 8 p.m. Eastern as well. So do that. Bo, thank you so much. Appreciate you as much. Everybody else who watched, I appreciate you as well. Whether you chatted or not, it doesn't matter. You don't have to chat. Just watch it along. We love you, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.